Hey you! So today I have this super glam look for you, and there are two lip options. There is the nude and then there is the red. I hope you guys really enjoy this tutorial, and let's just go ahead and get started.
So first I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids using Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and it's just a skin colored cream base, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my lid. I'm also going to drag this a little bit underneath my lower lash line because we will be applying a little bit of eyeshadow under there as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this Lavish palette by Anastasia of Beverly Hills, and I'm going to be taking the color Cream, a brow bone highlight. You can use whatever you like. This is just one of my favorites. Sorry, I have a mirror over here because I still haven't quite figured out how best to film my videos. So hopefully this angle still works though. I don't know. I think you can still see what I'm doing, right? If not, let me know in the comment section below and I will try to fix it next time. Still taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I'm going to be taking Orange Soda on this large fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be working this into my crease, like my upper crease. And this is kind of like a peek through color. It doesn't really do anything. It's kind of more like a peek through color. Just warms up the look. Now I'm going to be taking the Lorac Pro palette. I'll just be using the color Taupe, which is this one right here. As you guys can see, I really love this palette. I've hit pan on multiple eyeshadows, and I'm just going to be working this into the crease. I don't drag it all the way in, I leave a little bit of space there. And then taking the fluffy brush that we originally used, I'm just going to blend everything out. Now using this Dome shadow brush, I'm just going to be taking the color Sable from the same palette, and I'm going to be working this into the outer part of the eye. I'm going to slowly build on the color. Just using a fluffy brush to blend this out. I'm actually going to be applying a darker color. I just want to place that as a base so I kind of know where to place the darker color. So I'm going to be taking the color Espresso. I always want to say Espresso, but it's Espresso. And I'm just going to be taking a little bit of that, and I'm going to be applying that to the outer point of my eye as well. The same place where I applied Sable, and I just use Sable as kind of like a map, a guide, so I wouldn't go too far up or too far down, because when you're using a darker color you want to make sure you're careful about the placement, because if not, it's really hard to clean up that mistake. And as you guys can see, I kind of went for like a V-ish shape. So when I'm blending out the eyeshadows, I kind of make sure to kind of flare them out a little bit to give that V shape. Now I'm going to be taking this Milani Shadow Eyes in the color Toasted or Champagne Toast. And I'm going to be applying this to the inner part of my lid where I haven't really applied anything yet. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend this out with my finger. Clean finger. And I'm just keeping this directly on the lid. I don't want it to go too far up into the crease. Kind of blending it into these deeper shades. I can just take a blending brush and kind of blend those two together. So for the fun part, I'm going to be taking this Stilla Magnificent Metals eyeshadow in the color Kitten. And it is just the most prettiest shade in the world. And I'm just going to be applying this with my finger because I just feel like it works best with my finger rather than applying it with a brush. And I'm just doing patting motions to get most of the color on my lid. You can use kind of like a setting spray or something to make it more foiled. I'm going to go back to this flatter blending brush. And I'm going to be going back to the Lavish palette, and I'm going to be taking a little bit of the color Stable, just like the smallest amount. And I'm going to go over the border here because it just brings so much warmth back into the look and blend out the edges here of this color, and then go back with that darker color. Kind of make sure that everything just looks really well blended and everything. And I'm going to take a little bit more of orange soda. This is a lot of layering to make sure that, you know, the colors just blend into each other nicely. So for mascara, I use They're Real by Benefit, and I just applied a thin layer of it because I didn't want my lashes to get too spidery because of the lashes that I'm actually going to be using. So I'm going to be using these. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies, I believe these are called. Okay, I'm just going to let that set, and then I'm just going to go back over it with my NYC liquid liner, and then I'll come back to show you guys what I'm going to do for the rest of my face. Alrighty, so I just went ahead and evened out the eyeliner. I'm still waiting for this one to dry. So now I'll be taking my Rimmel Scandaleyes eyeliner pencil in the color Nude, and I'm just going to be applying this to my waterline. I'm going to be using the color Orange Soda and Sienna and mix the two and apply this to my under eye. And then taking this flat shader brush like this, I'm going to be taking the color Espresso, which is the deeper brown, and I'm going to be pressing this up into my lash line. And then taking the pencil brush, I'm going to be taking the color Sable and blending it all out. So for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be taking the color Nude from the Lorac Pro Palette, and I'm going to be applying this in here to brighten it up. So I'm going to be taking the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. So over my primer, I'm going to be using the Becca Shimmer Skin Perfector in the color Opal, and this just gives your skin like the most beautiful glow. It's pretty ridiculous how glowy this makes your skin look, like so healthy and dewy and beautiful. I'm gonna go with these two foundations, the Revlon Age Defying Foundation and the L'Oreal Magic Nude Foundation. This one is in Sun Beige and this one is in the color 40 Medium Beige. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one by Sedona Lace. This is the 480. It's like a round top kind of brush, and I think it's so cute. And it really blends everything in, so it's a really good brush too. I'm just gonna be using my dry beauty blender because it's too lazy to get up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set my under eye area with the Banana Powder by Ben Nye. I'm just gonna be using my MAC Prep and Prime transparent setting powder. I'm going to go ahead and take my Milani Baked Bronzer, and this is in the color Sienna, and it's just like a red tone bronzer. I like it better than like orange tone bronzers, apparently. It's my new thing. I've been really loving this sleek palette, and this is the Lace palette, and I really love this shade here, and I think it's called Chantilly, I don't know, but it's just like a beautiful like corally color. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this and press it onto my cheeks, and I'm just gonna blend everything out using this larger stippling brush so that there are no harsh lines. I'm going to be using the Fergie Collection Wet n Wild Photobomb highlighter, and this one's pretty strong. I think this is the strongest highlighter that I have, which is really sad because it's like 3 something. So I really want to buy like a better highlighter because the ones that I have ain't cutting it. I'm also going to take a little bit of this Sweet Heat eyeshadow by MAC. It's part of the Extra Dimension line that came out a while back now. This is actually quite pretty as a highlight as well. It's an eyeshadow, but works quite well as a highlighter as well.
And I look completely weird without my eyebrows on.
For the lips, there are two like really good options for this. There is a nude option and then there's a red option. Of course, if you guys know me, if you've been watching me for a long time, you know that I always choose red over nude any day of the week. Red is just my thing. I'm going to be using Tawny lip liner from Jordana Cosmetics. You can get that at Walgreens. And I'll be using Kinda Sexy from MAC. So this is the nude option. Clearly it looks good with the eye color. It's kind of balances it out. Not that this eye is super dramatic or anything, but it just kind of makes it look a little bit more glam, I guess you could say. I personally love it with the second lip option, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that one. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys that it does look good with the nude lip or pretty much any colored lip. For the second lip, I'll be using Cherry Lip Liner by MAC and Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in the color 10 Beso. So this is the red lip. To me, this just looks a little bit more glam, a little bit more my style. I love it with red lips. Hopefully you guys try it out with the red lips. I feel like it just makes you feel more like sexy and all of that. So this is the finished look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you give this look a try for any special occasion or if you're just wanting to wear something really cool. So definitely let me know in the comment section below what you would like to see next. I know one of my next videos is going to be about my makeup brushes, all about them, like where I get them and all of that stuff. And I'm very excited to do that video. I just have to clean all my makeup brushes, which takes forever, and that's why I haven't done it yet. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial, and until I see you guys next time, have a nice day. Bye!